If you recognize these 8 weird hobbies in someone, they're definitely a narcissist. Some people relax with a paintbrush, a quiet walk, music, or good book. But narcissists, they have their own kind of hobbies, just not the kind that soothe the soul. Their version of unwinding is darker. Their idea of fun isn't rooted in creativity or peace, it's rooted in control. And what they do when no one's watching, it reveals exactly what kind of mind you're dealing with. It's not just about power, it's about psychological domination through confusion, subtle humiliation, and emotional disorientation. These aren't random quirks. These are rituals, daily behaviors that quietly chip away at your sense of stability, while secretly feeding their twisted sense of superiority. So in this episode, we're going deep. Let's pull back the curtain and expose 8 of the most disturbingly strange hobbies narcissists engage in behind closed doors. Because once you see what they do in silence, you'll finally understand why your body never truly felt safe around them. Number 1. They live inside a fantasy where they are always the smartest, the most attractive, the most profound person in the room. Every narcissist walks through life in a world that exists only in their mind. A world where they are the misunderstood genius, the untouchable intellectual, the irresistible force no one else can match. But this isn't just inflated ego, it's escapism. It's a psychological bubble they've built to keep reality out. In that bubble, no one holds them accountable. No one challenges them. No one is even close to their level. They carry a quiet but constant air of superiority, always sizing up everyone around them, always comparing. Not to grow, to win. Because real life, real self-awareness, that's too painful. Deep down, they know the truth. They know they are not as exceptional as they claim to be. So what do? They fake it. They exaggerate. They cling to the fantasy. And anyone who sees through it, anyone who threatens to pop that bubble, becomes an instant threat. Because this fantasy, it's not just a pastime. It's their drug. And like any addict, a narcissist will go to great lengths to protect their fix, even if it means tearing you down in the process. Number 2. They take twisted pleasure in tearing you down, quietly, and always with a grin. To a narcissist, your happiness feels like an insult. Your confidence, a direct challenge to their imagined superiority. Your growth, intolerable, so they don't attack you head-on. That will be too obvious. Instead, they go for the slow burn. The cutting remark masked as a joke. The innocent teasing in front of others. The smug smile when you stumble over a word. The whispered jab after everyone leaves the room, just to watch your expression drop. They specialize in socially acceptable cruelty. Backhanded compliments. Sarcasm dressed as humor. Subtle digs that sting harder because no one else notices them. And when you start to doubt yourself, when you wonder if you're overreacting, they silently revel in it. They don't need to scream to hurt you. They just sit back and watch your shoulders slump, your light fade, your voice shrink. Because the more invisible the blow, the more satisfying it is. And no, this isn't just mean-spirited humor. It's psychological warfare masked as wit. A game of silent domination, where the goal is to break you without ever looking cruel. Number 3. Collecting shallow friendships like trophies, with no real depth, no real connection. Narcissists don't seek relationships. They seek accessories. They don't want closeness. They want orbiters. People who validate their importance without ever getting too close. People who exist to clap, not to connect. So what do? They build a wide but hollow social circle. One gym buddy, one office pal, one party friend, one name from childhood they barely speak to. It looks diverse from the outside, but none of it is rooted in anything real. They keep everything light, performative, transactional. Conversations stay at surface level. Just enough charm to leave an impression. Just enough flattery to stay liked, but never enough truth to feel seen. Why? Because real friendship demands vulnerability. It requires openness, humility, the willingness to be known without the mask. And nothing terrifies a narcissist more than being exposed without their armor. So instead, they craft a curated illusion of popularity. But look closely, it's not a circle of support. It's a hall of mirrors, each one reflecting a different version of their ego back to them. They don't connect, they collect. And behind the crowd, behind the performative smiles, they are quietly, crushingly alone. Number 4. Pretending to be empathetic, not to connect, but to collect. For most people, empathy is sacred. It's the space where healing begins, where real connection grows, where two souls meet without armor. But for narcissists, empathy is a performance. It's not a feeling, it's a tactic. A well-rehearsed role designed to win trust, admiration, and emotional access. They'll ask the right questions. They'll cry with you, hold your hand, lock eyes as if they truly care. But if you look closely, something always feels off. Their body stays tense. Their eyes flick to your reaction, not your pain. And the second they're no longer the center of attention, that empathy disappears like it was never there. Because they're not there to feel with you. They're there to extract from you. The more you open up, the more they seem deep. The more they seem deep, the more admiration and loyalty they reel in. But it's not empathy. It's theater. A carefully crafted performance to gain access to your heart, your secrets, your trust. And once you're in, once you're hooked, they flip the script. Your vulnerability becomes their weapon. What you shared in a moment of trust will be used to shame you, to silence you, to keep you in line. You never saw it coming because you thought you were seen. But the truth is, they weren't listening to understand. They were listening to arm themselves. Number 5. Stirring chaos between people, then sitting back to enjoy the fallout. Let's call it what it is. This is demonic behavior. Narcissists are emotional saboteurs, and few things thrill them more than playing puppet master behind the scenes. They plant subtle doubts. A vague comment here, a suspicious concern there, always wrapped in fake innocence. Then they step back and watch the destruction unfold like it's their favorite drama series. They don't do this out of hatred. They do it because it feeds them. Watching trust unravel, watching friends turn on each other, watching people spiral. It gives them a twisted sense of power, a rush, a high. It reinforces their internal fantasy. I'm the one pulling the strings. I'm the smartest one here. I'm untouchable. But the damage goes deeper. Because while everyone else is confused and hurt, you're left isolated, disconnected from the people who once had your back. And guess who becomes your safe place? The very person who caused the rupture in the first place. It's manipulation so slick, so quiet, that no one even sees it coming. And when you finally do, they've already poisoned the well, turned the room against you, and convinced you they're the only one who understands. This isn't just manipulation. It's psychological sadism disguised as social skill. They break bonds, create tension, then stand in the center of the storm they secretly built, calm, composed, and completely in control. Number 6. Secretly using dating apps while still in a relationship, just to feel wanted. This one doesn't explode loudly. It slowly shatters you, quietly, silently, and behind your back. While you're making plans for a future together, they're swiping. While you're picking out a weekend getaway or thinking of anniversary gifts, they're tweaking their bio, uploading new photos, watching the likes roll in. It's not about finding someone better. You're already there, loving them, loyal to them, fully present. But it's not about you. It's about the void inside them. That bottomless emptiness that no amount of love, devotion, or consistency can ever fill. They crave the attention. They crave the chase. They need the validation like a drug. Not because they're missing something in the relationship, but because they are addicted to the feeling of being wanted. And you, no matter how faithful, thoughtful, and emotionally available you are, can't compete with that kind of hunger. It's not intimacy they seek. It's supply. A shallow high. A fleeting hit of dopamine that tells them they still matter. And the most brutal part, they'll look you in the eyes, swear you're the only one, kiss your forehead goodnight, then check their messages from strangers before they fall asleep. Not because they stopped loving you, but because they never knew how to love in the first place. Number 7. Hiding your things or stealing from you, just to watch you break down. Almost no one talks about this, but it happens more than you'd think. And when it does, it's terrifying. Because it's not just about the missing object. It's about the power of invisibly controlling your world, one tiny move at a time. You see, narcissists don't just want control. They want to feel divine, omniscient, like a god pulling strings no one else can see. So they mess with your reality in the subtlest ways. They move your charger, take a little cash, hide your keys, shift something on your desk, put your favorite item somewhere you'd never leave it. And then they wait. They watch silently as the panic builds, as you retrace your steps for the third time, as you question your memory, your focus, even your sanity. This is environmental gaslighting, and it's designed to destabilize you, to make you feel ungrounded, scattered, fragile. Because when you no longer trust yourself, you become easier to control. And when you finally confront them, they feign innocence, or worse, turn it around on you. God, you're so dramatic. You always lose things. Relax. It's not a big deal. But what they are really saying is, I love this. I love watching you unravel. It's a silent domination, a psychological game of chess where they move the pieces in secret, and you don't even know you on the board. And in the final act, they become the savior. They find what was missing, calmly hand it back, and watch your shame grow. Now you're not just confused. You're dependent, and that, to them, is the ultimate win. Number 8, and the last one, subtly undoing your peace by disorganizing your home on purpose. Narcissists often act like they're just messy or forgetful, but don't be fooled. What looks like carelessness is often quiet sabotage. See, the moment you start bringing order into your space, cleaning, organizing, making your home feel calm, they notice. And they resent it, because your peace is a problem for them. Why? Because peace means you're grounded. And grounded means you're not under their control. So what do? They chip away at it. Slowly, quietly, in ways too small to call out. A drawer left open. A dirty plate right after you've cleaned the sink. Clothes tossed where you just cleared. And when you bring it up, they laugh it off. You're overreacting. It's not a big deal. But it is. Because it's not just about the mess. It's about eroding the safety you've been trying to build. It's about dragging you back into chaos, so you give up, so you stop caring, stop trying. And when that happens, when you finally let the mess take over, because it feels pointless to fight it, they win. Now the energy in the space feels heavy again. It reflects them, not you. And here's the worst part. They'll blame you for it, call you messy, say you cluttered the space, all while they sit back, satisfied, because once again, they've taken something that was yours and turned it into something they control. Have you ever gone through this? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if you've noticed other strange, subtle hobbies narcissists seem to enjoy, share those too. With that, we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. And until then, as always, let the healing begin.